didn't clean it up last night, they could darn well come back. Oh, no.
Oh, what?
Oh. Oh, this poor room. I don't believe it.
Looks quite a bit worse in the daylight, doesn't it?
We just couldn't see it all last night. My living room.
Incredible. I just don't know what to say, Lesley.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You've already said it all. It's just a harmless little party, Lesley. The fraternity's a good thing, Lesley. The fraternity is a disaster.
Susan, I've got a full day, so I'm not sure what time I'm going to be home, okay?
Jason will miss you.
Well, I'll try and get here before it's bedtime.
I made you lunch. And I put extra mayo on the sandwiches the way you like it. But go on, you said you weren't going to be able to go out for lunch.
Thank you, Alice. You do think of everything. I'll see you around.
He's going to find a little extra surprise in that lunch of his. I put those fudgy brownies with my frosting on them that he likes.
Oh, he'll love you for that. I wonder if the mail came yet.
Oh, you sit there. Okay.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. Now, this is strange.
What is it?
Commercial Savings and Trust.
So?
That's Jason's bank.
Oh.
I'll get the door, Stella. You stay with Alan Jr.
I have a cable here for a Mr. Edward Quartermain.
Yeah, I'm Edward Quartermain.
It's from Paris. Would you please sign for it?
Yes, gladly. Well, waiting this all day long. Yeah. Thank you. Lord. Oh, good Lord, no. No, this can't possibly be true.
I had 3 busted ribs once.
Yeah?
Never even knew it till they're healed.
Okay. I love this attention.
Mr. Holt, if you don't stay still, I can't take your binder off.
Oh, well, what do you know? It's my big brother. Don't big brother me, will you, please? Well, that suits me just fine. I don't feel very kindly towards any Quartermains right now.
Good. Then you won't mind getting out of town. I'm sure you can be discharged if they put a rib binder on you.
You know what? You're almost as hospitable as our old man.
Would you raise your arms, please, straight over your head?
The fact is that your story's a lie from beginning to end, and my father...
What are you staring at?
Where's the file on Jimmy Lee Holt?
Oh, it's right here, Doctor.
Thanks. Where's the paramedics report when they brought him in?
Oh, it's right here, Doctor.
Take that. Mild tachycardia, BP 138/90. Possible sternal contusions, rib. Identifying marks and scars.
May I help you find what you're looking for?
No, I found it. Good Lord, it's true. He's got a birthmark under his right arm. He's got the Quartermain birthmark under his right arm. The paramedics saw it as well. I can't believe it. It's true.
No, Jesse, if it's an emergency, please call me here. But anything up to an emergency, I'm just going to be late. No, Rick is here. No, I'm not sick. We're just wandering around looking at the damage. Well, it's a little hard to explain. It's sort of like a hurricane went through the living room. Hurricane Preppy. I'm sorry, Jess. I'll explain it when I see you if I can find the words. Goodbye. Oh, my... That's just charming. Look at this.
Sure is surprising that it didn't look that bad last night while the party was going on,
Of
did
course it did. It was just wall-to-wall bodies. You couldn't see specific damage, that's all.
Well, what's done is done, Lesley.
That's all you can say? Look at this place.
I am, and I am just as upset as you are.
I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, you guys don't even breathe. My head is killing me. Laugh.
You're going to be late for work.
No, I'm not, because I called in and told them that I was too sick, and I am not lying because I feel...
like Halloween and New Year's Eve all...
Oh, no.
Pardon me. Oh, yeah. Come on. Take a look. Take a good look.
Man, I knew things were getting rough. This place looks like a bomb, Eddie.
No, not a bomb. Just your wonderful friends from the fraternity.
Come on, they weren't my friends. I don't know those guys.
Well, now you do. Now you know that they're insensitive, disruptive, inconsiderate bums.
Well, it's not my fault things got out of hand.
Whose fault is it? I suppose it's my fault.
Lesley,
I don't want to hear one excuse out of you. Not this time. Not one excuse. Do you hear me? Oh, stop whimpering.
On second thought, I am going to go to the hospital because I'm sure there's less noise.
I think
than
it's
there
just
is here at
wonderful to
home.
know that I can trust you to watch...
anyone want some of these?
Oh, hi, sweetheart. I didn't know you were downstairs yet.
Oh, so good.
What are you eating, Mike?
Taco chips. Good.
Taco chips for breakfast, Molly.
Well, I ate a whole bag full.
You
I found
ate
them. Yeah, I found them under the sink. Everything else was gone.
What do you mean gone? What's gone?
Stuff to eat. The whole refrigerator's empty.
So you had taco chips for breakfast.
Yeah, I'm full now.
Okay, sweetheart. You go get dressed. You're going to miss the school bus.
Okay. There are a lot of beer cans on the floor, but they're empty.
Drink water, baby.
See, these taco chips
The whites
make
and the
you
whites and the reds
I
and the
know,
reds.
sweetheart. Ah! I can't stand it!
Lesley, everything's gonna be just fine.
You pat me and so help me, I'll bean you. Look at this room. Look at my house. I can't stand
Susan, do you really think that you ought to be opening that? It was addressed to Scotty.
I already opened it. Now let's just find out why Jason's bank is sending something to Scott. Oh, no.
What is it?
I don't believe it. This is outrageous.
Susan, what does it say?
It says that the bank is taking half of Jason's trust fund. Half. That's $500,000 to invest in Scott's waterfront mall.
Really? Honey, there's got to be some kind of an explanation.
You bet there's an explanation. My husband.
Susan, Scotty knows about money. Now, maybe the mall is a better investment than what the bank was doing with the
Over
money.
my dead body, it's a better investment. Give me that telephone, would you please?
Honey, don't do something that you're going to regret.
Will you hand me the phone?
Look, the mall might be a good investment for Jason.
Half his trust fund. Half of it.
Scott Baldwin's office.
Who is this?
This is Mr. Baldwin's office.
Heather, is that you?
Oh, hello, Susan.
What are you doing answering Scott's phone?
Well, I'm just trying to do my job. That's all. That's what secretaries usually do.
What do you mean, secretaries?
I mean, it's just my job, Susan, that's all.
You mean you're working there part-time?
No, I'm full-time. Ever since Laura left, that is. What's wrong? You sound surprised. Didn't your hubby tell you?
I talked to him.
Sorry, but he isn't here yet. Can I give him a message?
Yes, you can give him a message. The minute he comes in, you can tell him to turn around and get back here. You got that?
Oh, what's wrong? Didn't he bring you breakfast in bed this morning? Or did he maybe burn the toast?
Are you all right, Mr. Quartermain? You look quite pale.
Yeah, well, now we know why Lila couldn't locate Eric in Europe. Read that.
Good Lord, this is dreadful.
Yeah, you see what that damnable Beatrice has done? You see?
Beatrice? Oh, that woman in France.
always said she was shifty. No moral sense whatsoever. You see how she worked it.
But this cable, that means that young man, that Mr. Holt, well, he must be...
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. I want you to call Lila in Palm Beach and tell her what this cable says.
Well, don't you think you ought to call her, sir?
Damn it, woman, will you just call her? I have to call, C. Allen.
Get off the phone. This is important.
Well, is she at home?
I don't know, sir. The phone just started ringing.
Well, I also want you to tell her to explain something to me, and she better have a very convincing answer.
Yes, sir. Explain what?
Why she spent all that money trying to find dear Eric in the first place.
Put it on the sheet. I know where it should be.
I'm glad you find this amusing.
Nope.
Weber's resident.
Amy, it's Audrey.
Oh, hi, Audrey. I know I'm running late, but I was just
No,
leaving
no, dear, that's not why I'm calling. I'm worried about Tommy.
Worried about him.
Well, yes, you see, when I came to work this morning, I assumed that he was still asleep in his bed.
And?
Well, and I left a note for the housekeeper asking her to fix him breakfast. And she just called me.
And?
And she went upstairs to waken Tommy, and he was not in his room, and his bed had not even been slept in. Amy, do you have any idea where you think Tommy might be?
Audrey, could you hold on for just about half a second?
Paris. Audrey's on the phone. Tommy never went home last night. Do you know what happened to him?
You kidding? I don't even know what happened to me last night.
Rick?
I saw him last night, but I have no idea where he is today.
Oh, that's perfect. Tommy disappears after a brawl at my house. Audrey will never speak to me again.
Tommy hasn't disappeared. He's in the kitchen.
He's in the kitchen. I'll check.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Audrey, could you hang on for just another second?
She'll never forgive me.
Yeah, he's in the kitchen, all right. Passed out on the table.
On the table?
Sound asleep.
Tell Audrey that he's fine, he's here, he's asleep.
Audrey, everything's okay. In fact, Tommy happens to be right here right now, sleeping like a baby.
Oh, Amy, thank you. But would you ask him to call me when he wakes up, please? There is such a thing as letting people know where you are.
I'll be happy to tell him, Audrey. Bye-bye.
It's late, Mike. Let's get out of here. This is a legal disaster area.
See you later, Doc.
See you. You know, I know it's kind of useful right now, but I really am sorry for all this.
Rick, would you like to just seriously for 1 minute tell me what you expect me to do about this? Have you taken one look at these draperies, just as a for instance? These aren't just pulled down, you know. They're ripped right straight across. I mean, they are ruined.
Yeah, well, the one over there is even worse, and that gives me just a fantastic idea.
Oh, yeah, I've got one, too, but I'd be arrested.
Lesley, for over a year, you've been screaming about let's remodel, let's redo the living room, That's it. We'll do it.
We would have to do everything.
Well, then, fine. We'll do everything from top to bottom.
Well, yes, I like decorating, but to have to redo the whole room because a bunch of stupid kids... Kids, wonderful. Is anybody going to wake up Tommy, or is he going to spend the rest of the day sleeping on the kitchen table?
I'd like 2 dozen yellow legal pads. Yes, can I have it delivered here, please? Thank you. Bye.
Good morning, Heather.
Well, what's with the brown bag? Could you pack yourself a little lunch?
No. Your mother made me a little lunch because she knew I had a very busy day. That way I can work right through the lunch hour.
I doubt it.
You doubt it? Why?
Well, I just don't think you're going to get a chance to eat that delicious lunch at your desk. At home, maybe, but not here.
At home? Heather, you never make any sense. I never understand what you're talking about.
I'm talking about your darling bride. She called and left this message for you to come straight home.
Now?
Well, that's what she said. By the tone of her voice, I think you better run all the way. She's out for blood.
Let's see what this is all about.
No. She didn't say to call, Scotty. Orders were to come straight home. On the double. I think she's all steamed up about something.
Alan, wasn't it dreadful about that avalanche? You know, it says here that there may be even more people still buried.
I'm sorry, Audrey. Did you say something?
I was just talking about this dreadful avalanche.
What avalanche?
Alan, where have you been?
It's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
Monica, where have you been? I've been going out of my mind.
I was with the patient. Sakes, calm down. What's going on?
The imposter is not an imposter.
I assume you're talking about, what's his name?
Jimmy Lee Holt.
Right.
I was in his room when the nurse changed the bandage on his rib cage, and she asked him to lift both his arms up in the air when she was doing it.
Yeah, they usually ask patients to do that.
He has the quarter-main birthmark under his right arm.
Why, didn't you check for that before? No, wait a minute. Don't answer that. You just didn't want to confirm the truth.
Why didn't you check for it before? You his doctor? Good Lord, Monica, he's a quarter-main. He's my half-brother.
How nice for both of you.
Monica, this is no time to be messing about. My father, what am I going to tell him?
Joking? Haven't you told him?
No, I can't get hold of him. The line's busy all the time. Look, this is no place to be talking. Let's go up to the office.
Wait, just a minute, Alan. You can talk about it anywhere you want. If the man is, in fact, Edward's illegitimate son,
He is. He has the birthmark in exactly the right place under his arm.
Okay, then. It is Edward's problem. It isn't yours.
That's exactly right. It is Edward's problem. And we are going to help him, and you're going to help me figure out what we're going to do to help him. Come on.
Hey, you want something?
Are you talking to me, sir?
Of course I'm talking to you. I live here. Now, what do you want?
Just delivering these flyers door to door. See, they list all the weekly specials in the supermarket. It isn't much of a job, but these days, an old man like me has got to scrounge for every dime. I hope I didn't disturb you, sir.
No. Forget it, okay?
Thank you, sir.
At last. Before you say one word, you can take a look at this.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? What is that?
Came in the mail. It's from the bank. It's for you, Scotty.
And Alice, I'll tell him. Just stay out of this.
You opened up mail for me?
Yes, I opened up mail for you, and it's a good thing I did, too, because you were just about to squander half of my son's trust fund.
That's what this is all about.
Yeah, $500,000 of my son's money that you were going to spend on a lousy shopping mall.
Susan, if you would have read this carefully, you would discover that the bank thinks it's an excellent investment. It's a good deal for Jason.
It's a good deal for you, you mean?
No, I mean for Jason. I mean, come on, you must know that I want to take care of Jason.
You want to take care of yourself.
That's unfair, Susan.
I'm not unfair. You are. You lie to me. You keep things from me. You never tell me what's going on. You never ask me for my opinion on things.
Susan, I have never, ever lied to you, okay?
Oh, no?
No.
Did you or did you not tell me you hired temporary help for your office?
She phoned there, Scotty.
Aunt Alice, it's between Scott and me. You hired Heather, didn't you? And don't deny it, because I just talked to her.
Susan, I'm not denying anything. Sit down, okay? Just a second, all right? Now, just sit down. What I want to tell you is that the reason why I hired Heather was because I thought one of us should keep an eye on her, and what better way to do that than to have her working for me?
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you can explain spending half of the trust fund, too.
I already did. I thought it was a good investment, okay? And so did the bank. Now, admit, you know, I mean, I should have discussed this with you first, but... Susan, the truth of the matter is I wanted to surprise you. I mean, don't you see? This is a chance for Jason to make an awful lot of money.
A chance for you to make a lot of money, isn't that what you mean?
Sure, I'm gonna make a lot of money, too. But don't forget, we're married, so what's mine is yours.
And the other way around.
Susan, come on. I'm your husband. I have an obligation to you and to Jason to take care of both of you.
All you're doing is finally making me understand why you married me. And Alice, would you get me a piece of paper and a pen, please?
Susan, wait a second. What are you gonna do?
Just wait and see.
Line's still busy.
Father talks to Mother every day in Palm Beach about ELQ business. They spend hours on the phone.
Okay, let's get back to the problem. What is going to happen?
Exactly what the lout wants to happen. Father's going to give him money to get out of town.
And he's going to get exactly what he came for. He's going to milk the Quartermain bank account, just like you and Edward Feardy would do.
I just don't understand how it is possible that he is not Eric. What about his mother? What about his education in Europe?
I've got to admit, that is puzzling. I mean, you can fake, you can forge, you can change her.
Where have you been? I'm trying to get you for hours.
Alan, I want you to read this.
What is it?
It's a cable from Paris. I had Scorpio go through the World Security Bureau to get solid facts on that bumpkin who claims to be my son. So, never mind reading all that now. I'll explain it to you myself.
Yes, I wish you would.
All right, now, first of all, my son was born in London.
Born to Beatrice?
Yeah, that's right. She called the kid Eric, and she put my name down in the birth certificate as the father.
So the birth certificate is genuine.
I'm afraid it's solid.
Hang on one second. This kid that's upstairs, he was brought up in Indiana. He doesn't know anything at all about
that is in the cable. She shipped the kid out to some cousin in Indiana.
Whose name just happened to be Holt.
Yes, exactly. Well, through the years, I was sending money to support the kid. It seems she was using the money herself, living it up all over Europe.
Just hang on one second. I'm really confused. What about all the photographs of him? What about that photograph of the one in military school in Vienna?
Yeah, well, they were not photographs of my son.
Who were they photographs of?
No, she had some friend with a son in a military school in Vienna. She sent me pictures of that young man, assuring me that they were photographs of Eric.
And all the while, Eric was growing up in good old Indiana.
And they called him Jimmy Lee there?
Yeah, exactly. That's why Jimmy Lee Holt in person doesn't look at all like the photographs I have in my trunk in the cellar.
No, because it wasn't Eric. He was the son of a friend of Beatrice.
Wait a second. Mother had hired Robert Scorpio to trace Eric. How is it possible that the man didn't discover anything at all?
Beatrice is very clever. When she found out that Scorpio was asking questions, she paid off her friend's son and he skipped the country. Scorpio lost the trail.
Enter Jimmy Lee.
So I don't care what they say. I do not believe a word of it. That young man, that Jimmy Lee Holt or whatever he calls himself, is definitely not my son.
Well, I think you should brace yourself, Edward. You're in for a big surprise.
For what now?
I was in Jimmy Lee's room before when the nurse was changing the bandages for his ribs. In order to do that, she asked him to strip to the waist and put his arms up over his head.
I don't care if the kid was stark naked. He is not Eric. He's not my son.
He's got the Quartermain birthmark under his right arm.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.